Hey guys, this is Nick, and welcome back to the JUNO Beta. So, as some of you have pointed out, I missed a lot of things in my initial preview of the JUNO Beta, so here is part 2 with a lot of other changes that I have not shown you guys. First, the tiling animation. So you know you can always slide a window to the side or the top, right? To maximize it, or tile it on the right or left. Well, now in JUNO, there is some more feedback to show you what will happen when you let go of the window. You'll notice a blue outline that will indicate where the window will be positioned. The panel. The panel now handles your background way better. It will automatically switch to the most legible text and background color. It will detect if the wallpaper is mostly dark or light and switch to the appropriate color automatically. The Applications menu now scrolls one page per trackpad swipe as well, which means that you'll get a better experience navigating that menu on a laptop. Also, middle-clicking the battery icon shows or hides the battery percentage. Code. A lot more is happening in code. You can now add a file explorer to look at a directory tree just by opening a folder. You also get a keyboard shortcut to automatically comment a line of code. Just press Ctrl+M and the line is commented. With Ctrl+X you can delete a whole line in one single press. The button to open a folder is now directly available from the header bar as well, and right-clicking on a file in the tree view allows you to open it in a different app. App Center. So in App Center you'll notice the Updates tab has been renamed Installed to make it more clear that you can find here every app you installed. Each app listing also shows you the total download size of the application to avoid going past your bandwidth quota. Files. Files may not look any different, but there are a lot of changes under the hood. First, it supports HDPI now. Second, most of its backend code has been rewritten in Vala, the preferred language for developing elementary apps, and dropped a lot of older functions to better use those offered by upstream libraries such as GTK+. Printers. I can't show this one to you since I don't have a printer available, but it has been completely redesigned. Check out this sexy looking system settings panel. The print test page is now always visible in the bottom right, and completed jobs will always be shown in the print queue. Reporting problems. This one is a big one. In the About dialog of the system settings, you can now report a bug directly with a handy category selection tool. It will redirect you immediately to the right Git repository to allow you to make sure that your bug is filed where it is supposed to go. Display scaling. You can now select the display scaling in the Displays tab. You can switch between automatic, low DPI, and pixel doubling to handle these Retina or 4K screens better. App testing and integration. This is not immediately visible to you guys, but Elementary has done a ton of great work on making sure the apps are well tested. They have implemented what they call Houston CI, which is a test suite that will make sure that all first and third-party apps are correctly tested and validated before being updated. This should avoid bugs and increase app stability. Other small changes. So there are a lot of other minor changes. In the audio indicator up top, clicking on one of the big icons will mute the specific app it represents or mute the microphone. The notification sound also has been changed. Here it is. While creating a user account, there is no more feedback to indicate if your password is weak or strong, or if your username is invalid, such as containing incorrect or non-accepted characters. In the mouse settings, you can also disable middle-click paste and enable the touchpad even when typing. Music now correctly loads embedded album art, and a lot of the code has been cleaned up as well. Albums will now be played in a new sidebar to keep showing all your albums and switch easily between them in the album view. Photos now supports HDPI mode for thumbnails as well. And there is probably plenty more I'm forgetting right now, but this should cover most of the basics. I'll keep going more in depth with this beta, but in the meantime, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! If you enjoyed, please consider liking, subscribing and turning on notifications. You can also follow me on Twitter @TheLinuxEXP. Thank you guys for watching and goodbye!